Yo, I can't wait to see what this chapter is gonna offer you. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. Tell me when it's like on.
Okay. You said you can't wait to see when it's on?
Or sorry, when I say on, like tell me when you see my camera on the live stream.
Oh, I see your camera.
Yeah, and like the audio is working fine.
It's perfect.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to the stream. So today I'm going to be playing Chapter 5 with Sigma Gamer Boy right over here.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
So anyway, today we're going to be playing this. Um, anyway, I'm wearing this shirt. Next level ready. Um, I'm wearing this shirt because I don't have any other shirts. Yeah, it's one of the shirts my dad gave me a while ago. I think I'll show the other one. Anyway, I'm also gonna get a water as well, guys. But anyway, Sigma Gamer Boy, feel free to talk and say whatever and entertain the viewers. I think he's muted, but anyway, so 1 second, and I have to turn on my TV. 1 second. Let's see what this is. Got the boys here. It says. Was watching the bucket list. That's a pretty good movie. I like, and I like the ending as well. Wait, let me cover this one. Oh yeah, and then the back of the shirt just says next level ready as well. See, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna be Let me get out my Chromebook. Anyway, yeah. So this is the other one he got me, which was like a hoodie. Yeah, he found these on the ground somewhere or whatever while he was walking. It has some holes in it, but it says, take count of your own destiny. Take count of your own destiny. So that's what this shirt says. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go get a water. So I'll be right back. Hey, I was just watching the stream there. Anyway, we got Crokinole from last night as well. Or not Crokinole, sorry. Solitaire. Yeah, Crokinole, I'm going to be getting to that one a bit later. I don't know what happened to Mr. Sigma here. Yo, Mr. Sigma. I don't know.
Yo.
Hello, are you there?
Of course I am.
Okay, sorry. Well, I was just saying, because I'm going to get the game open, and then you're going to have to give me instructions. Do you think it was funny I was
I'm
calling you
hearing
Mr. Sigma?
it's funny, but also like I'm hearing audios from the video when I'm watching it.
Oh, okay, mute it. Mute that. Mute that.
Oh, my bad. how am I supposed to help you
No, don't mute the Discord one.
then?
Mute the.
Yeah, yeah, I know the YouTube one.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna get the game open, and as soon as you get the game open, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my camera, and then you can Let me think. I'll stream the game. Wait, did I even install Chapter 5? Let me see. Not that I. Uh. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to install a bunch of the. Ah, crap. Ah, shit. Okay, that was such a bad idea. Oh crap! Now I'm gonna. Fuck. Okay, Sigma. I made a
Yeah.
really bad mistake. I didn't download the game beforehand.
Mm. No problem.
Oh crap! Yeah, it's downloading, but now it's only at 2%. Um,
By the way, what does DLC mean?
Downloadable content.
Mm. Okay.
Do you know what downloadable content means?
No.
Sorry, I'm asking you a question. Do you know what it means?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. It just means like extra content you can get. Usually it costs money, but sometimes there's free DLC, but usually it costs money though. It's like official content. It's not like a mod or whatever. It's kind of like a mod, but it's official. Like a mod is unofficial, DLC is more of official. If that makes any sense.
I understand. I see.
Yeah. Did you just hear it somewhere?
No, I see it on the thumbnail here. Oh wait, by the way, seems like they changed chapter two's thumbnail here from what I can tell. Not the
Yeah.
same in the YouTube. You wanna check it out?
Sure, yeah, you can send me a picture. Also, you're saying something about CBC with their the bill or whatever?
Yeah, it's like a bill that they passed that the police I think have access to your social media, your DMs, for just they say it's to prevent crime and see if anyone has intention of doing something like that.
Yeah,
See if they're
so
they can.
let me if you can send me what you read or where I can look that up, then I could possibly see if that's literally what they meant. Or I can.
Yeah, I got you.
Just send me what you're talking about while I wait for the.
Bill C-22.
Please will get new powers. Um, Let me
I'll
see.
be right back. Just gotta get a sip of water.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Police will get. Oh, it's on this one. Police will get new powers for online data and tweaked lawful access bill. Minister of Public Safety, Gara, how we say that, announced that the federal government on Thursday tabled a new version of its lawful access legislation that would give police new powers to pursue online data for investigative purposes while addressing some of the privacy concerns raised by the original version of the bill. It's a bit of a long one. I'm just reading this because you're Canadian. The federal government on Thursday tabled a new version of its lawful access legislation that would give police new powers to pursue online data for investigations purposes while addressing some of the privacy concerns raised by the original version. At the Bill C-22. I think I heard this. Maybe I heard Bill C-22. Public Safety Minister Gary. I'll try and it's like, how do you say? I don't know how you say. I'll just call him Gary. Another minister. I think it's like an indigenous name or something. I don't want to butcher or something. So, and other ministers said the narrow legislation came after several consultations with police and privacy groups to address concerns while giving law enforcement the tools they need. New legislation balances the needs of law enforcement and the privacy and civil rights that man. Gary said.
Feeling back.
Yeah. If you click on the stream, I'm currently reading the article, and I'll tell you what my opinion on this is.
Okay.
I want to be clear. What C-22 is not. It's not about surveillance of Canadians going on about their daily life. It's about keeping Canadians safe in the online space. Okay, so they're saying vague things about keeping people safe or whatever. Yeah, so now they do say that there was an original version of the bill that had some privacy concerns, and so it seems like, from what I understand, that this is could please get your online data without a warrant. Yeah, I'm not reading the other article. I'll just read this one. Although the new bill still contains warrantless powers, those would now be restricted to confinement of service demand for telecommunications service providers to say whether or not they have provided services to a specific person. Okay, so from what I understand is they're going to ask, hey, did this person okay, so I'll just delete the camera here because it's already starting to lag the stream. Or I don't know if it's the camera itself on OBS lagging the stream, but anyway, are you there? Whatever, it's okay. New
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep, production orders for additional information will be narrowed under new bill to basic identifying information like names and addresses, and will now require judicial warrant under reasonable suspicion. Okay, those orders will still apply to a broader definition of online service providers beyond internet and phone companies. The timeline for production orders to be challenged in court will be extended from 5 days after they are issued to 10 business days under C-22. The new bill would allow Canadian police to seek authority through a court to request transmission data or subscribe information from a foreign company like Google, Meta, or OpenAI. Government officials said during a technical briefing Thursday that nothing in the bill would be able to force those companies to share that information. However, the bill does not address calls from BC Premier David Eby and others to require AI companies to report troubling online behavior to the police in the wake of the Tumbler Ridge, BC mass shooting. Gary said lawful access was a separate issue from concerns raised by OpenAI's previous knowledge of the Tumbler Ridge shooters' activity, ChatGPT activity. So he's talking to ChatGPT. Interesting. I once again, I didn't look too much into it. Other federal ministries previously suggested that they may pursue separate legislation on police reporting requirements. C-22 will also requirements for core electronic service providers to develop and update their technical capabilities in order to align with international partners like Five Eyes Allies. For example, a provider that does not have the necessary capabilities to allow law enforcement. Let me just check the game to see if it 17%. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. I apologize. I didn't do it beforehand. I didn't think.
No problem.
And what? A provider that does not have the necessary capabilities to allow law enforcement to track cell phones of a suspected terrorist group would be required to implement that ability. subject to a ministerial code. These orders would be subject to approval by the Federal Intelligence Commissioner. Another update from the original version of the bill. That earlier bill, C-2, generated controversy from the sweeping way it sought to implement a lawful access regime that the government and police force is across the country say is urgently needed in Canada. Those officials noted Thursday that Canada is only Five Eyes partner without such power, and that measures to ensure Canadian telecom firms are keeping their services up to date apply. Law enforcement needs hasn't been updated since the 1990s. The reality is that crime has changed faster than laws and processes that police rely on it to investigate. Police Chief Eric Stubbs said at Thursday's press event. Officials on Thursday uses the example of sextortion victim on Instagram going to the police for help. Under C-22, investigators would be allowed to ask Meta for the identifying IP address of the alleged perpetrator, demand the Canadian internet provider to confirm if that person was using their service, and seek a production order for the person's name and address. Stubbs contrasted that example with a current case where police had to wait between 12 days and 11 weeks for the return of data of 6 different social media accounts used by a suspect who allegedly spread non-consensual sexualized AI deepfake images. C2 was originally introduced last year as a broad border security and community safety bill that also included new rules on asylum and immigration, but conservatives vowed to block it unless the lawful access power were removed or revoked. Privacy experts advocates warned the original version would allow any company that provides online services, from internet providers to dating sites to hotels, to provide identifying information to police without a warrant. The backlash forced the Liberals to separate the border security and immigration measures into a new bill, C-12, which has since passed in the House of Commons and is near a final approval in the Senate. Justice Minister Sean Fraser said the criticism helped to improve the lawful access legislation from what was originally proposed. I actually find that the person says, I'm going to guess this is Sean Fraser. I actually find that that the perspectives that come from out when you first table a bill in Parliament engage in a conversation that allows you to improve the laws that we adopted, he said, by restricting the definition of service provider to electronic service provider, effectively cell phone companies, internet service provider, we can communicate to Canadians our intent not to go after your health care information from a family physician, for example, but instead of trying to track down the manner in which a criminal organization and criminals are using modern tech to commit crimes. Bill C-22 also drops the original bill's proposal to expand police powers under the Canada Post Act to search people's mail without a warrant. Yeah. Those who had raised alarm by the original lawful access measures said the new bill addressed some of their concerns, including the mail search, but also introduced some new ones. Companies could be forced to re-engineer their services to build surveillance tools into them, and the requirements for core providers, said Tamir Israel, director of the Privacy, Surveillance, and Technology Program at the Canadian Civil Liberties Association. Okay, that's almost done. This creates not just significant privacy concerns, but also cybersecurity concerns. Once that backdoor is built, anyone can walk through it. Absolutely. Michael Geist, professor and Canada researcher in internet and e-commerce law at the University of Ottawa, said those concerns will need to be debated by MPs in the Canadian public. I think we are going to see some real concerns in the months ahead once people have a chance to really dig into the implications of what government has in mind, he said. The government clearly has gone back to the drawing board and come up with something that's a lot more reasonable, but I think Canadians also have to recognize that the job's not done yet, that some of the concerns that were raised last time are still there, and so there will need to be a really resistant, sorry, and persistent in trying to ensure that this bill strikes the right balance. C-22 require annual public reporting on all ministerial orders issued to core providers, with unredacted versions provided through the National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians and the National Security and Intelligence Review Agency. Gary noted the legislation would also require a parliamentary review 3 years after its passage, which Fraser said would ensure it keeps up to date with emerging and evolving technology. With files from Global's Jillian Piper. Okay. That was a bit of a mouthful. So, there was a 6-minute read. I wonder if that was... Alright, are you there?
Yes, I am, and I was also following along with you. So I asked, what do you think of this? What's your
Uh,
opinion on this?
yeah, so, okay, my opinion is I believe that there is legitimate times when police... I believe when there's warrants that... So let me... I know exactly what I'm trying to say here, but sometimes I struggle to figure how to say it. But so what they're trying to do, it seems like, is they're trying to speed up times in which they can get information about a person of interest, like a person who's committed a crime or they've suspected who committed a crime. They want to increase that speed so they can get their information faster. Now, while I agree it is important to these people's information or whatever, yeah, so once again, while I yes, it is important, but how do I like okay, yeah, I'm not the best with saying this. I think that at the end of the day that while it is important to fight crime, that yeah, it shouldn't invade privacy. The original one sounded really bad from my understanding or like what I'm seeing here, where they could basically get any of your information and without a warrant. Like I have no idea why they even thought that was a good idea. Uh yeah, and when I see things like this, yeah, they can frame it however they want. Like they can see it's about keeping Canadians safe in the online space. Once again, when they say things like that, it's just vague. Like they say vague things because, and what I'm seeing here is, uh, now once again, I don't know if OpenAI knew. Maybe they did. Like they were monitoring. They were like OpenAI was monitoring this guy specifically. I don't know, but now obviously there was a shooting at the school there at that school, but which is very sad. Once again, I don't think just because there's people who commit crimes that they should be able to just easily access that information. It's still your private information. Like I think it'd be no different. I think personally, things like your search history or like watch history or like what else, like the things you say or do on social media or like to a certain extent, like unless you're doing it publicly, I guess. But I think like your private messages, yeah, like I think all of that they should not just be able to access easily. Like I think it's no different than say having a private conversation with somebody in real life and then being able to track that. Like if you would be or like monitoring conversations in real life, if you're against that and like you realize like that this is no different. So once again, I'm not the best with explaining. Yeah, I've been streaming for 25 minutes and we haven't even been on the game itself. Um, which school? The Tumbler Ridge. Humble Ridge. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with the transgender guy shot the students at the school.
Yeah, and once again, with the transgender stuff as well, I think you also have to recognize that they'll just, instead of focusing on issues that matter, while I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about the shooting, so I don't know how much of a role that played in the shooting itself. But I think it's a distraction from real issues when they talk about just like, oh, LGBT and Islam and or whatever they want to say. Like I just think it's a distraction personally when they talk about that instead of important stuff.
Do you think this is a justification that they're using in this case
Well, they're
as
not
a way
using it
that
for. No, I was just saying when they're talking all about identities, I think that's just to distract people. But in this case, what I now once again, I really haven't read the actual bill itself, so I can't. I don't want to say give a specific opinion on this one because unless I read the thing itself, then it's like it says that it does. This new one addresses some of the concerns, but not all of them. Uh, so what it says is
this
companies that could be forced to re-engineer their services to build surveillance tools into them under the requirements for core providers. This creates not just significant privacy concerns, but also cybersecurity concerns. Once that backdoor is built, anyone could walk through it. So, yeah, once again, I would have to read itself and look more into this to have a better understanding. But yeah, this is what I mean. Is they're using the boiling frog method right over here. If you've ever heard of that, or hopefully I got it correct. But the boiling frog method is they will slowly push small changes, bad changes at that, but small ones over time to prevent people. So they will make it worse, but they'll do it over time so it doesn't result in rebellion or anger. So I think that's kind of what they're doing. I mean, we saw what I was saying with the first one was that people really disliked that, and understandably, so they're pushing this softer one, like they were testing with water. So they're pushing this softer one. But truthfully, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna eventually find further normalize this, and they're gonna try this again, and we're gonna see they're gonna try this again, of course, and yeah, and then this time people will accept it. Like that. That's probably what's gonna happen. They were trying to essentially they're testing the waters, I think.
do you think this is a an excuse?
Excuse like how?
Like, do you think they're using this as an excuse to actually be intrusive?
Oh well, yeah, they're talking about shootings and sexual images. Yeah, I mean they're gonna bring up all of that to try and be like, oh well, of course we need this to be support. We need to support this. Well, it's for the kids. It's to protect the citizens from terrorists. Well, yeah.
But it's an invasion of privacy, and who knows? What if a person with bad intentions actually does something bad?
Well, it's also not just with even if we want to say the government is all amazing and wonderful and won't do anything wrong, it brings up cybersecurity as well because hackers could get this information and that could really yeah, that can really fuck up some people's lives. You do realize that when you have this amount of data being collected and it gets into the wrong hands. Like it's not just about the data itself. I mean, that's definitely part of it, but it's also who has a hands whose hands it is in and inevitably it will get into the wrong hands and that's when like people's lives can start getting fucked up really badly. So that's why there's just many problems with this. There's many problems.
Yeah, I can totally understand.
Right. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna change the name of uh the title of the stream or whatever, because at this point it's not really even. Okay. I'm going to end the stream after I get the game open. I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna start a new one. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, because at this point it's not really a Poppy playtime stream. It's like something completely different.
Mm, this is politics, I guess. Pretty.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's not just okay. So the way you're describing it, it's not just that they're What's this? Oh, is that? Oh, okay. So I was confused with what was going on my TV there. Um, but anyway, they're not directly accessing your messages. It's not like they're pulling them right up. I think that's a misunderstanding. But what a lot of these, it's that they can just easily like get access to them without a warrant. They can just say, "Hey, can we please have that?" And sure, or even like they'll just be legally required to give this up to the police once they ask, regardless of whether there's an actual warrant or not. This is a concern because, uh, obviously, in democratic societies, uh, that is that is how democratic societies should work. Is that you have to get a warrant for things, even if yes, it will be slow. But yeah, that is objectively just how it should work. Because like this is just undermining like any democratic process. Like yeah, but once again, I could keep going on, but
So, what do you think? This kind of thing is fitting into what kind of category? Like dictatorship,
no,
totalitarian
no, no,
dictatorship.
no, 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 no. I think okay. I think it's a bit getting a bit ahead of your. Well, sorry, I don't mean to say that actually. Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say it like that. But no, but I think that's what this eventually leads to, though, or at least it leads to being misused. And yes, it could indeed give more power to a future dictator, sure. But um, once again, I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, I know what I want to say in my head, but I'm not the best with necessarily explaining though. Like, I'd probably be better if I did it like as a live stream or not a live stream, like a video talking about this. And once again, I don't have too much information. Like I can. Let's see. The Lawful Access Act is a recently um Lawful Access Act is a recently introduced federal bill aimed at updating Canada's criminal laws to improve police and CSIS access to digital information, such as subscriber details for investing crime. It aims to combat online sexual exploitation, fraud, and organized crime by compelling telecommunications service providers to comply with data requests and enhancing investigative capabilities. Key aspects of Bill C-22, 2026, Lawful Access Act. Subscriber information creates a specific protection order for law enforcement to obtain basic identifying info, name, address, email from service providers for authorized investigations. Targeted powers focuses on telecommunications service providers, telecoms, enabling better tracking of users behind specific accounts or IP addresses involved in illegal activity. Accountability introduces mandatory parliamentary review for new regulatory regime. Ministerial orders allows the public safety to minister to compel providers to develop capabilities to facilitate lawful access subject to intelligence commissioner approval. Purpose: intended to align Canadian laws with allies to tackle digital crime, including AI-driven sexual exploitation and fraud. Note this refers to the bill C-22 introduced in March 2026 regarding lawful access, and earlier separate bill so that's just, yeah, they reuse the names, bill C-2022 2023, yeah, there's bill C-22 2023, yeah, just sign up because they reuse the names of these before they get like an actual name. uh Once again, I would have to, it seems like they're just getting more uh yeah, once again, I'd have to look at more into this. I don't like giving opinions on things I don't know too much about. Yeah, so alright. Anyway, are you there? Yo, by the way, how long? Well, I don't know how long. Currently it's at 75%. It says 13 minutes remaining. Around 13 minutes. Do you have a microphone? Okay, how about this? I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a few minutes, and I don't think you're gonna say anything stupid or any inappropriate. So you know what you can do is you can like talk, whatever. Feel free to chat.
Wait, repeat that last part.
I don't think you're gonna be silly about it, so you can chat if you want on the stream if you so desire.
I have nothing to say in the stream.
Yeah, okay, well, I get that. I mean, like, I'm just gonna go to for a few minutes. So I'm gonna go to the washroom. Okay, I'll be right back though, so if that's okay. Um, take that as a yes. No, I'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
86%, okay. Ah, anyway, the things I'm more concerned about is probably things where they're asking you to show a picture of your face so you can use like services or whatever, like, oh, so we can verify your age. Like, I would say that's what I'm more concerned about than in general. If I'm gonna be honest. Jesus Christ, now I can't turn on my goddamn Chromebook. I think it, oh, fine. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, although I do agree with you, this is concerning, but I have a question. I'm just wondering, how else are we supposed to, how else are they supposed to know our age? Through IDs, I believe, right?
Yeah, and I don't support that either. I agree. Unfortunately, there is no actual non intrusive way to verify somebody's actual age. I agree. But in my opinion, right, privacy over any of this vague bullshit crap about, oh, it's about children and blah, blah, blah. Right. There is no way. I agree. Unless you can somehow give an idea on how this could be the case, where they could verify our age and a because I agree there is no actual legitimate way you could verify somebody's age. Or sorry, let me think. Because anyone can just lie on these things that tell you to put in a date. Yes, but at the end of the day, I agree. As unfortunate as it, well, actually, it's not that unfortunate. I think a lot of times it depends on the context. It's also context dependent. If there's no non-intrusive way to do it as such, then I think there should be no, like, if there is no way, then yeah, that's just my opinion though. The actual way is for parents to actually make sure their kids are not getting on these sites though, is to watch them and to so they can, like, that is the actual solution. So anyway, sorry, what else were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh, well, it's that. I think I got it actually. My camera was all. %92. What is this? Oh, it's Poppy Playtime, huh? Molly. Oh shit. Hey, like, no, whatever, it doesn't matter.
So what did you notice?
Oh, I didn't look at it too closely. I mean, I can tell it's supposed to be Poppy playtime though, or playtime co.
What do you notice in the picture though? They're small.
I mean, there's humans and there's like scientists up above. Yeah. I
You said
finally
there's what?
there's like wait, okay, I finally have the game open.
You said there's what up here?
Like scientists.
You said they're scientists?
Yes.
And there's a reason as to why the scientists are looking at the kids from above. Do you see how creepy that is?
Yeah. Oh, they're monitoring them. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and they're monitoring.
Okay, so I have the game open itself, so I'm gonna end the stream.
Wait,
And
no, it's not creepy. I mean, but it like it's intrusive.
yeah, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna quickly start a new one. Is that okay?
Actually, not probably not now because I just noticed I have to be at karate at 8.
We can do
I
it
mean,
for 30 minutes.
oh, okay.
Or like it's fine if we have to end it early, it's fine. Wait.
Like,
Sorry, what?
no, my bad, my bad. I was talking to my dad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna start a new one. Alright. Bye, guys. I'll see you in a second. See ya.
Yeah, I was just saying, Bobby, my dad.
Yes, it's okay. Just 1 second, though.